Look me in the eye. Look me in the eye. Are you ready to go? LB, are you ready to go? Nikki, you ready to go?
Yes.
We're going to do this. Laura, you ready to go? All right, we're going to do it. We're going to kill it.
Are you ready?
Every one of us. I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready. We are going to kill it.
Yes.
Well, hello, sippers. Welcome back to another episode of 4 Sips In. I am joined. I'm just watching Laura. Okay, let's try that again. I'm gonna get serious. Okay. Oh, I need my wine cup.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay. Cut.
You better keep all this in. Bitch, you left all my shit in. You better keep all this in. All of it.
Okay, well, hello, sippers, and welcome back to another episode of 4 Sips In. I have my besties, Brianna,
Hey.
Laura,
So,
LB,
What's up?
and I am Nikki. So welcome back for another episode. Tonight, we're going to get a little uncaged.
Oh! Let's go. We're all concerned.
Because the wine that I brought is called Uncaged. It is the Z. Alexander Brown Uncaged. It is a Pinot Noir. Is that how you say it?
yes.
From California. The owl, I'm not going to read all that because it's really small print.
Let me see.
Nikki didn't bring her glasses, but she's also not driving for anybody listening, so it's fine.
Can I just read the one sentence describing the flavor?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, blah, 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 blah. And then, okay, our winemaking style is also uncaged and takes us to prestigious appellations throughout California in our pursuit of creating a lush Pinot Noir with ripe fruit flavors and a balanced acidity.
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 LB, you asked to read this.
Rounded out by toasty oak and supple tannins. All right. So with each vintage, there's a pure connection to. Okay, we already know that. All right. So we're looking for here ripe fruit flavors and a balanced acidity, rounded
some
out
tannins.
by toasty oak and supple tannins.
And what did we pair it with? Some nice oak.
No, we are pairing it with some Cheez-Its because that's what I had.
I'm excited for the Cheez-Its. It's pouring, Nikki.
Okay, but I want to
Poor
say,
Laura first, please.
I would like to say that we did get this bottle from Fifth and Handle in Northport, Alabama. They...
We were really uncaged.
We should never announce at the beginning that we were engaged.
We haven't even poured it yet. Sippers,
The
we
bottle-
have not poured it yet.
Right. The bottle is uncaged.
Okay, so take two.
Okay.
We did get this bottle from Fifth and Handle in Northport, Alabama. They are located in the public shopping center right over there on Bristol Park.
They're right beside Publix, not
Yeah.
in Publix.
Yeah,
I
in
just
the
wanted to
shopping center.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
yeah,
said
yeah.
that. The shopping center.
I had to take a deep breath, sorry. So, for those of you that live in Northport and Tuscaloosa, you are welcome to go to Fifth and Handle and tell them 4 Sips In, and you will get a 15% discount on any wine purchases. So, please do that.
Yes.
Check them out.
And Laura's telling me she needs some wine, so I'm going to pour her some wine.
Yeah, I'm empty. And Pinot is my favorite, so
Oh, she's been dying.
I'm there for it. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Ready for this Cheez-Its.
It's going to be so crunchy.
We're going to do our best not to crunch.
We'll do our best not to crunch.
You're going to be so amazed at us. Okay.
Wait,
All
you
right.
need some?
Well, I'll get some in just a second.
All right.
And we will be right back.
Hey sippers, it's Laura with 4 Sips In. Looking for something new for girls' night? Head on over to Fifth and Handle Spirits and Cigars in Bristol Park Public Shopping Center in Northport. They have amazing selections, great pricing, and friendly and knowledgeable staff ready to help you choose your next bottle. Mention 4 Sips In to get 15% off your next wine purchase.
Nikki, what do you have for us tonight?
Yeah, I see a really pretty wine glass.
Why are you moving that away from me?
Oh, I just wanted to see the wine glass. Yeah, get that out of my way too. Oh, there it is. Okay.
She needs you to pour it.
Oh, I see. Sorry.
found any.
I was trying to find that wine glass.
Okay. So, for tonight's episode, I have a wine glass that says, "Be your own kind of beautiful."
It's very pretty, which
Very-
we all do very well.
Yeah.
I might say.
Yeah, we painted pretty.
This was a Mother's Day gift to me.
Oh, beautiful.
Very
Yes.
nice.
Yes, so I appreciate it very much. So tonight I was thinking along the lines of trying to get to know us better, let our audience know a little bit more about us. I thought I would put a bunch of questions in a glass and let somebody pull that question out and answer it.
Perfect.
Okay.
Or if somebody else wants to throw in an answer, they're welcome to do that. So I'm going to let Brianna go first.
Please tell me one of the questions is what is your biggest fear?
It is not, but I
we might
wish
add
it was.
We might add it.
All right. Okay. I will go first. My question is, what is your comfort TV show?
Oh.
And I have two answers for this. So, one, if I'm planning to watch the TV show, like I want to like sit down, unwind, watch it, that answer is Grey's Anatomy. This is my comfort TV show. I love Grey's Anatomy.
How far into Grey's Anatomy have you gotten? Have you watched all of it? Oh, okay.
So you were like 5? Because it's like 20 years, right?
They're all on like Netflix or something.
Yeah, there's a bunch on Netflix, and then the latest episodes I record them.
So you weren't
as
there for
they
the beginning.
come on. No, I've seen the beginning, but did I start then?
The
no.
live.
No, I was not there at the very beginning.
I like the beginning seasons, but I have not been able
Yeah.
to. Once they killed off Patrick Dempsey, that's kind of when I quit watching.
Yeah, it's definitely not as good anymore, but I keep watching because again, it's a
Yeah.
comfort TV show, right? Yeah. But my other answer for this is, so when I get into a hotel room, I don't like for my hotel room to be quiet if I'm there by myself. You know, if I'm staying in a hotel room by myself, I like to have noise. So when I get in there, I immediately turn on Friends.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
leave on Friends
yeah.
the entire time.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't really watch it, but
Right.
it's just that
Because then you're with
comfort
friends.
background noise.
Like,
Yeah. And what is it about a hotel room? No matter where you go, Friends is always on the
available.
TV.
Yeah,
Yes.
100% of the time. It's always
All the time.
available, so I can always have it. So
Such a good show.
that's my answer.
Those are both good shows. It's funny that Grey's Anatomy is the comfort because that's like so dramatic and so like
Yeah,
on edge of your seat type
I
situation.
love medical dramas, though. The only time that I had to be weary of medical dramas, and Grey's Anatomy wasn't as big on it, but Private Practice, I watched that spinoff, and that got me a little bit when I was pregnant. Because
yeah, I can
a
see
lot
that.
of times they do like trauma pregnancy things.
Yeah.
And that's not what you need to
No.
watch while you're pregnant.
Right, no.
But any other time, like
Yeah.
I love some medical dramas.
Yeah.
But
Did you watch Scrubs?
yes.
See, I was
So
starting to
seen
watch it, and they
Scrubs.
pulled it off of whatever platform I was watching. And
Scrubs is great.
Yeah.
That's a good. I will say that sometimes I catch myself, like, then diagnosing myself and other people, believing that I am a doctor. So you do have to watch out for that when you watch too many of those.
Yeah. Yep. Cool. Those are good ones. Approved.
Is it my
Are you up
turn?
next?
Yep.
You guys are looking at me like I'm supposed to pull next. This is going to be hard for me because I eat just about everything. But what is a food combination people eat that you just can't get behind?
Ooh, that's interesting.
Chicken and waffles.
I love it.
Okay.
I'm a foodie.
Pineapple and pizza.
Love it.
I love pineapple and pizza.
Me too.
That's a
great
favorite. Give me some. Give me some more examples. What are most
Peanut butter
people-
and jelly on burgers.
Oof. Yeah,
Like
I
with
can't.
meat?
I can't get
Is
behind.
that
Like
normal?
with meat.
Yeah, I can't get behind peanut
like a
butter
thing
and
people
eggs
have
on burger.
started
You know how they
doing.
put like fried eggs on a burger? I can't get
Yeah.
behind that.
No,
I
I
can't.
do fried eggs.
I
but
can't.
Peanut butter?
Peanut butter, yeah.
No.
They do that
no.
at what's that?
That's a thing?
What's that?
Mug
burger?
shots?
Yeah.
I think Jack Brown too. A bunch of places will have it on the menu. I've yet
I've not
like
heard that
attend with
ever.
somebody that ordered.
I didn't even realize that was a thing. So I'm not into peanut butter on my burger.
Okay.
I hope I didn't get a hard question.
You were like Googling weird food combinations? Yeah, I was trying to think of like
Pickles and
anything
ice
that I'm
cream?
like-
Yeah.
So mine is pen or pencil.
Ooh.
I prefer to write in pen, but I screw up so much that I have to write in pencil. I like a good pen.
Yeah.
I love a good smooth writing pen. I love the writing process. I love to take a brand new calendar and take a pen and write stuff in there, and then I get pissed off when things change.
My calendar is the one time that I write with with pencil.
That's all.
I don't write with pencil any other time.
Wait.
But in my like calendar, planner, everything like that, I write with pencil.
Why are you guys writing calendar?
Oh, I have to.
I have to. I've even color coded some things for this summer. I've had to.
Like, so it's not just in your Outlook?
No.
Like, you're physically writing shit?
Well, I don't write all of my work meetings. If it's like a big thing, like I have to be out of town or something, then I'll write it in my calendar. But I don't write all my work things in the calendar, but I need everything else that's supposed to happen that
With
day
work or
in my
life?
calendar. Like bigger work things, but then a lot of life.
I like the act of physically writing stuff in there to mark it off.
Oh, you mark off as you do
yeah.
I like to do that, yeah.
Do you have a favorite pen?
I do have a favorite
I do
pen,
too.
and it's the
Yeah.
Pilot, G2 Pilot. I love that.
Yes.
Yeah. Even though Preston gave me one, I wish I had it in front of me. He was like, you gotta try out this pen. And I was like, he was like, it's my favorite pen. I was like, no.
It's like a crack.
Cause
You're
like, and then, cause I am like with you on the, that G2, whatever. And then I wrote with it and I was like, this is great. And he gave me one. He was like, you can't lose it. It's the only one I'm giving you. And I was like, oh, okay. I still have it. We go down there to the deep.
The deep dark
Yeah,
down
get
at the
the good
bottom.
one.
Oh, what TV shows would you want to be in? Okay, like current ones or like...
Whatever
be
TV show you want to do.
Okay, definitely Friends.
Yeah.
The Office by far.
Yeah.
By far. Parks and Rec. Yeah, those.
What character would you be? Or would you be your own, like, new...
Oh my god, I love, so like Leslie Knope on Parks and Rec.
I've never watched Parks and
Oh
Rec.
my god, do it.
Do it?
Do it. Now, just kind of tough it out with the first couple seasons.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've never been able to get through the first season.
So then maybe just skip to the second or third season. Either way, but then I think like going back, like the first season's a lot funnier because like
Once
I
you
got
get the
invested.
other-
Yeah. So definitely those. I'd love to be Ron's friend on Parks and Rec, and then The Office, like Kevin, everybody, you know, Meredith. I mean, I was
You would like him as a boss, Michael as a boss?
I don't know. It's just so
I
funny.
would probably
It's so
enjoy
funny.
Michael as a boss, just being able to stand in the back with Brianna going,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I don't know that he wouldn't be a good boss,
No,
but I think
no.
he'd have a great time. If
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like if I knew that I'd still get paid by not doing anything,
Yeah.
like I'd
Yeah.
love to put staplers in Jello. I thought about that today because I made some Jello. today.
I've done that.
Is it work?
Yeah, I've actually done that. We did it as like an intern prank. And
Nice.
one place that I
No,
interned.
you did not.
Yeah, because we had to make an end of the year video, so we just did like a whole bunch of office
Oh,
things
cool.
from the office.
Yeah.
Because we had to make a recap video, so yeah, we put a stapler in Jello.
That's awesome.
I have a stuffy in my office now.
You have to be careful; it falls out of Jello.
I would
see,
think heavy.
The
I would think-
stapler?
Yeah, if you don't like
Have
put
something
it
under
on-
it?
Yeah, you gotta be.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful as
Yeah.
soon as you like pull a thing in.
Yeah. So if I had to rank those, I'd do The Office, Parks and Rec, and then Friends. Just always a good one. But oh my god, I would just love to be part of like that. Even if I knew it was fake, like I'd love to be part of that like crew because it's like
You
I'd
want a
love to
monkey,
be
right?
disowned
I
from
want a monkey.
Applebee's. You
I
know.
want to be friends with the guy that has a monkey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Meredith getting
With Ross?
bit by a bat.
You should have just been friends with the guy who used to coach here.
That's true.
I still want to finger monkey.
All right.
Brianna, you're back up.
Ooh, what smell reminds you of
Oh.
Well, this one's tough for me because we burn a lot of different kinds of candles in here. But I would say the smell of like Gain laundry detergent.
Oh.
Like
Okay.
to me, that is a very like homey smell.
Yes.
Smells very refreshing. Sometimes we have it at work in the bathroom, and I just spray it around just for fun because I'm like the world should
Just
smell
for
more
funsies.
like Gain.
So, just so you know, I put that one in there because specifically when I was like Googling stuff and I saw that, I thought about how we went to the rodeo not too long ago, and I thought horse shit reminds me of the smell because
Yeah,
because
no,
of
that's-
being on a
because of the farm,
farm,
yeah.
being on a farm.
Yeah.
So specifically like horse shit and fresh cut grass.
Yeah. No, I will say tobacco burning in a barn reminds me of Tennessee.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because they also used to constantly have to, like, the fire department would put out alerts and say, like, if you see smoke but smell tobacco burning, nothing's on fire. It's okay, everybody.
Yeah, stop calling us.
Because like everybody would be calling about it, and like I hate the smell of everything related to tobacco other than tobacco burning in the barn. Like, to me, that is like a common.
Why would they burn
smell.
tobacco in the barn?
That's how you make it. Somehow you like pull it off. You know, you grow it, and then I guess you take the leaves and then you burn them.
That's how you dry them out.
It's like you dry them out and end up creating the tobacco. My best friend growing up had a tobacco farm, and I still don't even have a lot of information on it. But it smells good when like the barn.
It smells good
During that process, yeah.
The ocean or the mountains? Easy, the mountains.
Really?
Yes. I absolutely despise the ocean because I don't know what fuck is touching me underwater. Like, if I can't see it, I don't want it touching me. I prefer the mountains. Yeah, the cold, but I can, like, get under a blanket, cozy, and cuddle, get in a jacuzzi.
See, my pale butt just wants to sit on the beach and not touch the water, but just sit on the beach in a chair.
I can go to any
what I wanna do.
hotel
The
and
beach.
just chill pool
Yeah.
and be content.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to be in sand to do that and have sand on my ass. Like, I'm good in a pool.
I just like being under an umbrella with the sun blaring down on me. But I'm not feeling it because I'm under an umbrella and I'm not going to get burnt.
To me, there's something calming about looking out at the ocean and not being able to see the end.
Yeah,
Like,
I'll
to
agree
me,
with
that is a really calming feeling of like, oh, everything's actually really immense.
Are you the ocean or the mountains?
Predominantly ocean.
So 3 against 1 here?
I
Yes,
mean,
it's
I just
against.
always-
Yeah, mountains makes me feel like somebody's gonna ask me to climb something.
No, I'm definitely not climbing anything or hiking.
I've never actually been to the mountains, so I think I'd have to make that trip. Like, okay, wait, I'm lying. I did make that trip once when I was really, really little with my parents, but I don't remember it very much.
You
But
get in a cabin.
It is.
You
No,
get
like,
a fire. You watch
I just
movies,
grew up
you
with
cuddle.
being-
I feel like that's a winter vacation where, like,
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't say spring, summer.
It doesn't. But like as you're saying that, I feel like that's like a winter vacation. But I'd rather do it in Aspen with
And,
a lot
like,
of
pretend
snow.
ski.
Yeah, I'm not gonna snow. I'm not gonna ski. But like if I'm gonna be stuck inside somewhere and it's cold, like I need snow outside to make me have all the vibes.
Yeah, well, the mountains might have the vibes. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed. We went a few years ago. I enjoyed it. It's definitely whatever vibe you're.
I mean, I'm an introvert. I like to be home by myself. Like, obviously, I don't like small talk. I don't want to come across a crab at the ocean or anything like that.
Are you afraid it's gonna talk to you like
Yeah,
you're
like,
Ariel?
like I'll be the one that
Right.
the mermaid comes to talk to. But yeah, no, I just like to snuggle in and snuggle in
Yeah.
with my blanket in the cold.
Yeah,
I'm like a cat. I like the warmth on my skin.
I'm like a lobster.
that's a good question. I mean, that's a big debate for sure. I mean, I think
Oh, what is your favorite planet?
Oh,
Who the hell has a favorite planet? You?
Me, or I wouldn't have put the damn question in there.
Well, let's hear it. I'm glad you got that one because I certainly don't.
Well, it was Pluto because
And they
it
kicked
was
it out.
yeah,
Yeah.
because they kicked it out.
Wait, no, I have a very important story about this. Tell us your favorite planet, then I have a very important story that includes you about planets.
Now it's Uranus because it's Uranus.
Because you're a 12-year-old boy.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So,
How does this include me? I need to know this.
Get ready.
Okay.
So I was reading my child a book about the solar system that was up in her room, and I was like, man, like this is an old looking book. Like I didn't get her this book. So I'm reading, but like I don't realize how old this book is until I flip to a page and it says like in 1999 Pluto will become the furthest planet from the sun. And I'm like, God, at no point in like my schooling, because again, like I would have been in kindergarten, was Pluto not the furthest planet from the sun? And so I'm like, what in the world? And so we're reading this and like trying to figure out like where on earth this came from, like how we got this book. And it is clearly very old because it's future looking, like
Right.
in 1999
Yeah.
it's gonna happen, y'all. And I forgot that Nikki had given us several boxes of books. And so I turned to the front and it has Nikki's sister's name written in it. And it's from her childhood.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, I learned something new today. I didn't know in 1999 is when Pluto became the furthest planet from the sun. But now I know that.
Then they got kicked out.
I
Then it got kicked out. It's not allowed to play anymore.
Yeah, it was rough.
Interesting.
So Uranus, because you're 12?
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
Why not?
We were always told in school, because I guess they were afraid that people would get
say
excited about
Uranus?
that they called it Uranus. And I'm like, I don't think that's any better.
No.
Uranus.
Uranus.
Have you ever had a paranormal or unexplainable experience?
That you haven't told us about. 'Cause
Right.
we've heard quite a few, right?
I don't have a paranormal or I mean, there's a lot of unexplainable experiences in my life. But as far, I mean,
Even
I
as
sadly,
little as, like, people think if they find dimes that some loved one leaving them things, or a red cardinal, or nothing like that, like signs you feel like mean somebody's visiting you.
I'll give you the reason I put it in there. It's because, as we've said before, I don't believe in ghosts and that kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
But when Piper she couldn't have been a year old and didn't, like, she spoke, but not, like, well. But it was right after my grandmother had passed away, and I was vividly remember I was changing her diaper, and she looked, like, straight past me, like, right by my head, and said Lottie, which was my grandmother's name. And I about just, like, fainted right there. And that was all that was there, but I was like, so...
But you don't believe.
But I don't believe. I mean, it had to just been, like, thinking about my grandmother and thinking that's what she said. She probably said something else.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Kids
like,
say the creepiest stuff, though.
yeah, like, and looking, like...
Past you.
Like,
Yeah.
right past you, where she's like, Lottie? And I was like...
But none for you.
I mean, I'm sure there was like one of those that you're talking, like referring to, Laura, of like a sign, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there was, and have been, because I mean, but I can't like put my finger on it, you know. But nothing that's just like shook, you know what I'm saying?
Nothing that sticks out.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we were in a movie/TV show, what would it be and why?
So us four?
Us four. Yes. Oh, that's a tricky one.
So it has to be not a new movie or TV show, but like a legit one?
I guess, yeah. If we were in a movie/TV show, what would it be and why?
Three's Company, Golden Girls. Golden Girls.
Oh,
Golden Girls would be
Yes.
that one.
Okay. Who would we be? Which one would we? Who is who?
We've been Golden Girls.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we have bags.
We have bags.
We have bags.
We have bags. We could definitely
I
be Golden
wrote that
Girls.
specifically thinking Golden Girls.
Oh, yeah?
Really? Okay, so I was Dorothy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was Sophia.
Sophia.
I was Rose, but like when I was writing this and I was thinking, like trying to put that past me. I was thinking Brianna was...
I just want to know who Blanche is.
I was thinking that Laura was Blanche.
Yes. Give me you hussy.
Whore. That could be. I mean, let's go.
I was thinking a toss-up between me and LB for Rose. Like, I think either of us could be Rose. And I really think either of y'all could be Dorothy. I don't know which one the Sophia is.
Why couldn't I just keep Dorothy?
Because now you gotta be Blanche.
I didn't say you had to be.
I mean, I could be. Pour me some more wine.
Now I'll be Blanche.
Yeah.
What's the place that Rose always talks about in
St. Olaf.
St. Olaf.
Yeah. My only other thought was The Hangover, because I felt like if we all went to Vegas, it would...
That would be
much
lit.
like The Hangover.
That would be lit, except a lot of things would happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. That's a good question. That's fun.
It is fun.
That's like every time I drink too much. Wake up and don't remember. Like, that's a normal Saturday night for me.
All right, pick another question, Laura.
Wait, is it my turn?
Yeah, I just went.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. That
Yeah.
was my
That was
question.
you? Okay.
I just
I'm
wake up
trying
and
to
I don't
think of
remember.
like another. I mean, Friends would be the other
She
show.
didn't even fall asleep, and she doesn't remember.
If you were a musician, what would you ask for in your tour rider?
Oh, that's a good
Do
question.
you know what a tour rider is?
No.
Okay.
That's fine.
So when you're a musician and you go to different stadiums, you say, I want these specific things in my room where I'm getting ready.
Okay. The first thing that came to mind was cheese. I would want every cheese, all the cheese, melted.
Okay. Fondue. Wait.
Yeah, like all the cheese
Okay.
in all its forms.
Okay.
I mean, like there might be more stuff, but like cheese.
But just lots of cheese.
Lots of cheese.
Just lots of cheese. That's it. Yeah.
So the thing behind that was a lot of people will like ask for like brown M&Ms only.
Oh.
A lot of times they say like the writer, they'll get really specific on something random to see if people are actually reading what's in there.
Yeah.
And they'll know that if they're being detailed or not. So they'll say like, we want
Yeah.
M&Ms, but they need to be brown.
Right. Or like,
Oh my
I
God.
only want this color of flour. So if
Yeah.
they like put other flowers.
Yeah,
in
but
there.
you didn't read.
Everybody at every level has a rider. Like you might think
I
that
didn't know you had
only-
experience with writers. I
like-
need to know what was in them.
Yeah, well, I didn't know. Like, I didn't know what a lot of those things were, but, like, it's not just, like, the super big celebrities. Like,
What's the most random thing you've heard?
it was probably mostly just, like, specific. Like, I want, 12 of this beer and 6 of this beer and 1 bottle of this, but 3 bottles of this. It was just so specific. But, I mean, it was, like, everybody from, like, Afro Man to Waka Flocka. Like, everybody had a rider. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
How, like, which I'm not trying to, like, dog on them. I mean, they have some famous songs, but I just mean, like, literally everyone has a rider, no matter how
Interesting.
famous they are, which I found very interesting because I
Okay.
would have thought that
Yeah.
some of your lesser known people didn't have demands.
Yeah.
As
Right,
big
right.
of demands.
Right.
Well,
I
at our
feel
next podcast, I demand cheese.
Okay, that's
my
Laura's
rider.
rider. We're gonna
That's
all
my
develop our own rider, and we'll publish them.
Oh no, I don't want this question.
Read
Okay.
it.
If you could switch lives with anyone for a day, who would it be and why?
You wrote the questions.
Well, I
Right.
thought it would go to somebody else.
I'll take that one. You pick another one.
Okay, take it.
No, you go ahead. No,
Oh,
then
okay.
I'll go. My turn. Because I can think instantly of that one.
Oh, see, I
Ooh.
I don't have an answer for this either. If you had a superpower but it was useless, what would it be?
Useless. So it can't be like
Useless.
invisible because that's useful.
Yes.
What I could think of a good thing for everything.
Oh, I know.
It would be
hyper
always have-
focus. Yeah, like a focus, but like able.
No, I was gonna say it was always having cheese for Laura.
She would love you.
It's not super useful for you, but like you can just insert a staple into a document without having to get a stapler.
Right?
That's useful though.
Not really.
Not
really.
Not like a
That's
big.
not that useful,
super
but it's kind of
Because
funny.
You don't have to get up and get a stapler.
I will say I watched a lot of Charmed, and I feel like the most useless superpower was freezing time.
Oh,
Why?
that would be
You like
great.
figure shit out and then
Because everybody else had like, they could have a premonition, they could see what was coming at them, they knew what was about to happen, or they had, and yes, I watched a lot of Charmed and my daughter's name is Piper, that's why. But, or like where you could like move stuff with your mind and hands. That would be more useful to me than like,
Oh yeah. Like,
Freezing
what do you
time.
do if you freeze? I haven't.
If
really
I
watched
freeze
Charmed, but
time,
if you
I
freeze
can
time-
think of a. I can
if
think
you
of what I
freeze
wanna
time,
do.
you're the only person that's like, can move around and do stuff.
Yeah, I could like if you're shooting a bullet, freeze time.
Yeah.
Direct that bullet towards
Somewhere
someone
else,
else.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean that could be kind of useful, but like how many times in your life do you get shot at? Because like for me so
I
far
don't
it's
know.
0, and I'd like to stay that way.
If you're in
Yeah.
Charmed,
Yeah.
it might be a lot.
Yeah.
Huh.
If you're in Charmed, it might be a lot. Yeah.
But
like in
if
your
you
life,
just had the superpower to know what was coming, I wouldn't even need to freeze time. I would have known I was about to be shot.
See, I would rather have the one where I can move things with my hand.
Yeah, no, that's super useful.
Yeah.
But it's not supposed to be useful, right?
No.
Well,
Right.
yes, but
Yeah.
So I guess freezing time.
But-
And that's the one I
Oh,
named
can
my
find a
daughter
use in
after.
that. I can totally find a use in that.
So, like, you go to a hotel and watch Friends.
Mm-hmm.
I always turned on Charmed because it's always also on.
okay.
So that's what I always turn on.
Maybe I'll have to do that next time.
Yeah, that's what Pepper's named after.
If you could switch lives with anyone for a day, who would it be and why? And immediately my brain went to Rihanna because
Really?
I love her.
you
I
really?
love her.
I bet
Yes.
she is a great writer.
Yeah, I bet
a great
she
writer.
does.
Shine
Yes.
bright like a diamond.
Exactly.
Yes.
And why is because I love her. I mean, I just feel like
Have you seen her in concert?
I have actually.
Really?
Yep.
Where at?
In Birmingham.
Cool.
Wait, did we go to the same concert?
Did you go to a Rihanna concert?
Yes.
Oh,
It was after the
I won
tornado,
tickets.
and
Yes, I won tickets, and she came out into the audience and
Yeah.
was like right there with her drums.
Yeah, she's,
Yeah, we were at the same
that's wild.
concert.
Yeah.
She was right there with her drums.
Well, she was. She came
Yeah.
way out into the audience,
Yeah.
like
Now-
in the air.
Yeah, and so that's immediately when my brain went, and I was excited to grab it because like my brain had an answer right away. But like if I thought about it more, I'd probably be like, well, there'd probably be more people, but Rihanna, I would just
Great choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you were a criminal, what sort of crime would you specialize in? Tax fraud. Without a doubt, like, IRS, don't come at me. Like, I file my taxes correctly. But it's only because I'm not rich enough not to. Like, and if I could figure out all those loopholes that everybody else can, I would be so into that. Like, I would absolutely want to do that. So that 100%, I could not do any violent crime. Just wouldn't be possible. But white collar tax fraud, I feel like I could do some good work and that without ever feeling guilty.
I know who I'm going to.
Yeah. But again, IRS,
Not a criminal.
like,
Right.
Not a criminal right now.
Right now.
Just watch out if I ever do make it big.
That sounds so boring to me. Like tax crime, like do something.
What would you do?
Yeah, what are you
I
gonna do?
mean, I would be like art fraud or something.
Art?
I would,
Wait,
I
hold
would be
on.
like a painter, an artist that would
I-
like make things look like
I
Mona
could
Lisa
get
and take the
super
real one.
into wine fraud. I feel like I could get really into that.
Wait,
Wine
it's
fraud?
$12 a bottle. What do you mean?
No. You like open expensive bottles of wine and fill it with cheaper wine and then
Oh, like when you're a
reseal
teenager
it,
and you
then-
take the vodka out.
No,
and
but
put
you
water
got
in?
gotta like do it right of resealing it and then selling it and like super high end wine. It's quite the industry. I feel like I could do
Oh, I
that.
didn't know that was a
I'd be
thing.
good.
I didn't
might choose
either.
that.
I didn't either.
No, wine fraud is a big thing. I could get into that. I could have some
So
fun.
okay, so you
Fun
would
doing that.
purchase the expensive bottle of wine, take the wine out, and then resell it.
Well, you don't purchase like the filled bottle. You get like the nice empty bottle from like very high end restaurants, right?
Oh.
And then you
Oh,
refill
wow.
it with like a cheaper wine.
And they pretend it's.
Yeah.
And then you sell it. So it's like art fraud, but
Yeah.
with wine, where you're like selling replicas or
Interesting.
something. But
Brianna's got this down.
I could get really into that. So actually look out for that IRS.
That's a
except
thing I didn't know that was
I
a
don't
thing.
really have time to figure that out right now, so you'd have to wait until I had some time to figure all that
Wait
out.
till the
But
kids are grown.
yeah, I listened to a podcast about it and I found it very interesting. It wasn't about like how to do it. It was about somebody who had done it. And it was like, oh, you know what? I don't mind him. Like, that sounds funny.
But like art fraud, if you can make it look exactly the way it's supposed to look, like who the fuck cares who actually did it? Like who cares if it's 10,000 years old?
Yeah,
and
I
10
don't,
years
but
old?
people care deeply.
Apparently they do. But like I could so get into that. And I watch a lot of White Collar on Netflix. So okay, if you could
Oh,
choose an animal as a battle companion,
Whoa.
which one would it be?
That's
so I'm thinking of like Pikachu. I choose you. But I'm just gonna pick the animal I really like. But I don't think it would be a good battle companion. It's a penguin. Maybe he's like loaded, right? Like he's got something. Like water with his
Run,
little
go, penguin!
rifle. I mean, I don't know, but I love penguins. I mean, sure, he's dressed for the occasion. I mean, I don't know, he might something.
He's got a tuxedo.
yeah.
He's like
Okay.
James Bond.
My second animal would be giraffe. So like,
How is that?
with his
How is that
long
any
neck,
better?
With his long neck, he could see everything.
That's barely
He
better.
would see it all.
Barely better.
He would be able to tell me.
You had
beforehand.
so many options.
Well, like, okay, my favorite animal is penguin and then giraffe. Like, I have to pick my favorite.
Okay.
I mean, those are my companions.
I would have taken a dragon.
That's not a real animal.
A dinosaur?
Did it say real animal?
An animal. I mean, I assume it's real.
I would have
mean,
taken
I'm
a
not taking unicorn.
velociraptor. Like,
Well, they're extinct.
okay, then I would have picked like a lion or a bear
No.
or a Komodo dragon.
No, like
there's
my
so many
penguin
good
is
options.
packed. Like he is hot. He is carrying. Like he's ready.
No.
And my giraffe sees all.
All right, who's next? Me?
You are.
Yeah.
The wine is smoky.
Yeah, oaky.
Oaky. Is that what it is? I was
Oak.
thinking it was smoky, but oak is the
I really
right
like
word.
the word is oak.
Oak is right.
Tasty, toasty oak.
If you won the lottery, what would be the first thing you would buy?
Ooh,
We all know what this is.
Do you tell
that
me?
car thing.
It's a G-Wagon for
G-Wagon.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that'd probably be the second thing I would buy.
Okay.
But yes, you're right. I would buy a house.
You just got rid of your house.
I know, but then I would have the money to pay for somebody to cut the grass.
Fair.
That was it?
Yeah.
The cutting the grass?
Cutting the grass and maintenance. So
Yes.
I could pay somebody to do that. So then I would buy a house and it would have the speakeasy in the bottom.
Yeah, as it should.
But yes, I would also buy a G-Wagon.
The G-Wagon.
Oh, you took like 10. Okay.
I would buy a G-Wagon.
All these?
No.
No.
Oh, these are all.
Yeah, I would buy the G-Wagon and yes, the house.
If you had to eat one food daily for the rest of your life, what would it be? Well, I'm gonna go with my shakes that I drink.
That? Like,
I love them. Yeah.
wow.
Trying to think of like real food. If I had to eat one food daily for the rest of your life, what would it be? I mean, I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Shakes.
I know it's a boring answer, but
Pizza. Like 100%. You can put whatever you want on pizza. You can do barbecue. It can be mushroom pineapple. It can be
You're right
pepperoni
about that.
sausage. Like whatever vibe.
But see,
you're in,
I'm not
pizza.
like so. I don't like cheese, but I eat.
What?
But I will eat pizza
like
and
cheese?
queso. Yeah, because it's like you can drown out the cheese flavor. Like I don't like that like
Oh,
cheese.
man.
Ugh,
What's
the
wrong
starch
with you?
cheese. I know. So yeah.
Man, I am so sorry for you.
All right, mine is if you were working in a circus, what performer would you be? Without a doubt, the lion tamer.
Oh.
No, I didn't.
I
pick
could
that.
believe it, but that's not what I,
I
would
didn't
have
picture
picked.
it.
Yeah, I would be the lion tamer.
What'd you pick?
What would I have picked?
For her.
For her? Oh, for her, 100% lion tamer. I would.
You just said you wouldn't pick it.
I was talking about for me.
Oh, for you, I was thinking trapeze.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm not super flexible, and so I
For
don't.
some reason, you just hit me that
I
way.
just hit you as trapeze.
You'd be
it
shot with a
sounds-
cannonball.
Yeah, it
I mean,
sounds really
cannon
fun. Like I would probably give it a try, but I would hurt myself.
What would you be?
But
For me, because
Clown.
I'm now 42, and I keep having this stubble on my chin. As I was writing this question, I was thinking the bearded lady.
Wouldn't that be nice? Like you wouldn't have to care.
I know.
You show up to work and be like, "What?
That is
This
so
me."
funny. When I pulled up to pick you up, I was like literally had my tweezers out, and that's why she was talking about
I
her.
was telling her about like, no, I can't tweeze. Like I have to full on shave. Like there's a whole beard.
I have one of
mustache
those like
thing.
microderm.
That's what I told
Yeah.
her.
Yes,
That's what I
that's
do.
what I use, yes.
Yeah.
Y'all do. I'd be so.
Man, that would be nice.
I thought it was because I was 42.
No.
No. I'm 33.
Yes,
About to be
so
34.
that's what I was thinking when I picked up.
If you could just like not care and just show up to work and just everyone stared at you.
Oh,
I
it's
would-
her turn.
I would love to blow out fire.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so
yeah.
cool. Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Fire performers,
Yeah.
that'd be awesome.
Have you ever had a celebrity crush and who was it?
Ooh.
It's cringe.
Let's hear it. Yes,
It was
bring
cringe.
it.
This is before your time, Brianna.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, she's not gonna know who it is.
And yours. You might know.
Oh, I'm gonna know because I'm old.
Backstreet Boys.
Oh my
That
gosh.
is definitely
Before
that is my
our time.
time. That is my prime.
AJ.
Oh,
the
yeah,
tiny
yeah,
little beard
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
AJ, that was my jam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How dare you think that? So, new question: NSYNC or Backstreet Boys?
Insane.
Backstreet.
What about you?
NSYNC.
Oh.
Backstreet. What about you?
You know what? This is a full on debate in my
You
life.
still haven't decided?
I have both CDs, and
You
I
have not picked, do you?
No, you gotta pick one.
I know. Honestly, I really just get peer pressured, and I see who the biggest vote is, and I go with them because it's equal.
I've
But
always been Backstreet.
That's
Like,
incorrect.
I'm like
Answer's
AJ
NSYNC.
McClendon is my jam.
NSYNC's guided, but also Backstreet
the
Boy.
It's weird.
I just can't.
No.
It's hard to pick.
Beers will get me every time. That's why I like
This is
So
a
y'all
hard
don't have
one,
like
y'all.
a straight list. You've just got like Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet Boys, AJ McClendon.
I'll tell you what. I did some hardcore dance battles between like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, like within the past 2 years, like jumping off us, jumping
past
off.
2 years?
Yes, yes.
I need
Okay.
to see these dance battles.
Yeah. Me
Yes,
too.
yeah, and we were
With
full on
who?
adults with adults. I won't disclose their names, but yeah, because we were definitely had the same debate, and the person I was with, she was like NSYNC or Backstreet, whichever one. I was like,
you
all
have
the
an
way.
opinion though. Why don't you have
because
Because when you were a teenager, who were the posters on your walls? Both of them. You had both?
I equally had a CD, both of them equally. I mean, it's just like random times. You just sway back and forth because you can't.
I think that
I can't decide. I love them both.
hearing y'all's answers is clearly what is wrong with me.
What do you
Because
mean?
y'all are like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, where I'm like,
Britney Spears or Christina Aguilera?
no, like mine was definitely Eminem.
Oh,
yeah.
well, yeah,
Definitely Eminem.
But we're just talking about
But she
groups.
just asked NSYNC or Backstreet Boys. She didn't ask who's
I
your
know,
favorite
but that's what
artist
y'all
at
are
the time.
thinking is
Well,
what like
it said
your
celebrity
crush.
crush. My celebrity crush
Was
was
AJ.
AJ.
Yeah,
And
but
it was.
I would never have picked NSYNC or the Backstreet Boys over Eminem.
Yeah.
It was
Right.
just,
I did.
You asked.
I asked because of
NSYNC or
the
Backstreet Boys.
prompt there.
And then I just clearly go down the list of there was Eminem, there was Ian Somerhalder, there was.
No, I didn't know
But
that
also
was-
think about your timeline because, like, if you would have asked me
But it's
20,
always
15,
it's
10,
always
5 years
the,
ago.
It's always the bad guy. Like it's Eminem. It's
Yeah,
Ian
why wouldn't it
Somerhalder.
be?
It's Klaus from the Vampire Diaries. It's Jeffrey Dean Morgan. It's Norman Reedus.
Mr.
it's
Rogers?
it's always the bad guy. That's okay. So Eminem, Ian Somerhalder.
Snoop Dogg.
No, not Snoop Dogg.
Oh.
Ian Somerhalder is the vampire on Vampire Diaries.
So then my question would be him or what's the other guy's name? Like the vampires on Vampire Diaries because there's the two brothers.
Which not Stefan. No.
Oh, Stephen or Ian or whatever.
Yeah, it would definitely be Damon.
Damon.
Yes, it would definitely be Damon.
He's the
It
bad
would never.
guy.
Yes, it would be Damon. It would never be Stefan. Like never in my dreams would it be Stefan. It would always be Damon.
So you just picked bad boys.
Always. That's what's wrong with me, and that's why I can't trust dating.
Well, AJ McClendon, I feel like was a bad boy, right?
He was in like a
I mean,
boy band.
In the boy band, out of all of them.
Yeah.
In
The
the
baddest
band.
guy from One Direction.
I mean, he wasn't Lance Bass, right?
And whenever I say like okay, and like Klaus and Elijah from Vampire Diaries, like they're like the bad guys. Like it's never the good guy. That's what's
concerning.
wrong with me. Exactly.
but you know what to watch out for.
I do. That's why I don't trust myself.
Look,
Is it my
help you
turn?
out.
It's your turn.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh shit. Oh, can you grab that one? That one's yours.
I'll take it. They better be good.
What is the last thing you Googled? This is not a good one for me. Because the last thing I Googled is what should we talk about on our podcast at 4:00
I think we
today.
all need to look at our Google history.
At 4:00 when I was trying
Mine
to figure out
was
what
what
we
is
needed
weird
to do.
food? What are weird food combinations? That's what I googled here.
Yeah, that's true.
I watched Since You've Been Gone 2020.
Since you've been gone 2020.
crime podcast or crime episode.
I thought you meant like Kelly Clarkson. Since you've been gone.
I
It was about a girl that disappeared when she was a teenager. What was yours?
Oh, what pairs with rosé?
And it was pizza rolls.
Animal crackers.
No, wait, stop. No, it was cheese nips.
We didn't drink rosé in this one, Nikki.
Yeah.
It's also cheese. It's not cheese nips.
was like, okay.
We splurged
Only
for the
Laura?
real ones.
Oh, we were probably,
Only Laura probably has cheese nips due to her love of cheese.
No, I'm a brand snob. I will only eat cheese. And
I wasn't
Heinz
referring to the
Since when are you a
crackers,
brand
Laura.
snob?
ketchup. Oh. I also take things literally, so help me out.
I'm done with this conversation right now. Okay, I have the
This
last.
is the last one.
This is the
All right.
last one.
It is
That'll
the
be the
very last
last
one.
And I also have come to realize, which I already knew, but also it's a flaw that I have, is not being able to think on the spot of personal question, like personal answers, right? Like, yeah. All right, so this is feeding into that.
Okay.
What is the weirdest conspiracy theory you have ever believed?
Oh, here we go.
So you have to
I
have
love it.
believed it.
What is it?
So I'm blanking right now. It's
Well,
last.
have you ever believed one?
Here's the thing.
You might not know.
Here's the thing.
I'll say this. I often have to, like, if I hear a conspiracy theory, I have to talk myself out of why it isn't correct.
Okay, so if I hear or find myself reading or learning about or talking to somebody who has a conspiracy theory, I work really hard at getting away from that because my brain will go down paths that I don't have the time. I don't need to do that. So, I would like to open this to the floor.
I feel like I'm susceptible and easily believable, and so I have to tell myself that's not real, and these are the reasons why.
Right, because I could. Well, actually, the last thing that I looked into, and this is like this is bringing the vibe way down, but about like anything with like government or like gun control, like guns, and of like how this is staged, and so that's why I'm like I have to get away from this.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I definitely avoid that one.
Yeah,
I find Princess Diana's death to be very suspicious.
Oh,
I find that suspicious too.
So I'd say that is the one that
With a mouthful of cheese nipples.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Jesus.
That's the one I'm most susceptible to. But yeah, I have found myself, like you, trapped in a lot of those conspiracy theorist conversations where I'm like, okay, yeah, you're right. Cuba definitely cured cancer and told you, a first-year nurse at like the 5th best hospital in such city. Sure.
Yeah.
That happened.
Yeah.
Totally cool. And,
Yeah.
those are just the conversations that I try to escape.
Yeah.
But yeah, Princess Diana's death for me, I'm like, that one's suspicious.
Yeah.
And to be fair, like today, not talking about Princess Diana's death, but whatever the hell is going on with Kate Middleton, that's one that I have to just stay out of.
Right. Because
Is there new stuff?
Yeah, I get deep in that one if
I get deep in that one, and now if you're listening to it, he is with Rose Hanbury, and they are not together, and
it's saying like she's being surrounded by her birth family, and I'm like, you only say that if someone is adopted, so that's a really weird thing to say.
It's really weird, yeah.
And so I'm like, oh, he's definitely left her, and he is with this other girl.
And that's totally against all of the...
So she's not dead anymore? So I remember when she was like dead.
She could still be, but
she's she's got cancer, some kind of cancer, and like we're trying to figure out what that is. Like, I mean, the whole thing, I'm like, oh my gosh,
so suspicious.
Poor Kate.
Yeah.
Could y'all imagine being? I think about this, being famous and like you don't have a personal life, like we're trying to get famous. I'm just kidding. But I could not imagine having personal stuff and people thinking and taking it and running and like,
no, I could not. And like oh my gosh, like I think it's worse with the royal family because they didn't have, I don't know, maybe child actors too. I'll put in that category too, but they did not have a choice in the matter. They were born into it.
Yeah.
Maybe Kate, she married into it, but did she know what she was married into?
Right.
Like, did she fully understand as a young person? I don't know.
I don't
Who
think
can?
you could fully understand until you're into it. But yeah, I would find it very difficult to have like the whole world saying things about me and not come out and say something. Being told by a higher authority that I couldn't. Would really grind my gears.
And we will be right back.
Hey, it's LB from 4 Sips In. Are you a mom who could benefit from postpartum support? Check out happymomswellness.com to learn more about this valuable monthly support that is delivered straight to your door. Use code PODCAST to get 10% off your first order of the postpartum monthly subscription boxes.
Hey sippers, this is Brianna from 4 Sips In. If you love candles as much as I do, check out Great Bear Wax Company. The soy wax candles are hand poured in small batches and the scents are amazing. Use code Brianna for 10% off your purchase on burnbear.com. Hope you enjoy.
So, we have answered all of the questions. We are all good now. Roast and toast. Roast and toast. Is everybody ready for roast and toast?
Yes. Let's hear it.
My toast this week is something I have not bought yet, but I saw it on Amazon and immediately added it to my cart.
Oh, okay.
Because Piper's about to go to camp in a couple of weeks. And
Summer camp?
yes, not summer camp, but cheer camp.
All right.
4 days. So it's not like a big scary thing. But anyway, so it's It's a packing thing, and it's these little silicone bottle covers, but they look like little condoms that you put over a bottle so that you don't spill.
Oh,
But
that's
isn't
nifty.
it cover to it?
Well, I mean, typically what we do is put it in a Ziploc bag.
Put what in?
Like shampoo
okay.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I put it in a Ziploc bag so it doesn't spill
Correct.
whenever they're
Right.
And I saw these little silicone bottle covers, and I think they were about $7, and I was like, that's actually perfect.
That's a good idea.
Those are perfect. I want those. So I put them in my cart. I did not buy them because I'm cheap and they need to sit there for a week before I decide that I need to buy them.
Naturally.
So they're sitting there, but I was really excited about them.
Yes.
So that's my toast. My roast.
We're ready. Are you ready?
I don't know if y'all are ready.
Okay, we're ready.
My roast is TikTok this week.
Oh.
What? I love it.
It's specifically millennial TikToks, and this is going to be probably about 2 to 3 weeks old by the time this airs, so just know this.
Okay.
But Eminem debuted a new single. We just danced to it this week, and I'm really tired of millennial TikTok people getting on there being like, we have offended Gen Z, and like all of these other things, like, oh, y'all aren't ready for this, you don't know who Slim Shady is, you don't know, like, it's this whole thing of, you're not ready for this, or you don't know who this is, you don't know anything about this, and it just gets on my nerves because
There's millennials.
I'm so tired of this millennials versus Gen Z versus Gen A and Alpha and all this crap.
Yeah, which one are we? Like, I don't even know at this point.
I know I am technically a millennial,
Yeah, I think me too.
but it's like
I'm a millennial, but I am the oldest millennial.
I am the oldest millennial. Like, I think 82 is
Or
the
no, I
oldest.
guess, no, yeah, no, I meant to say I'm the youngest
Yes,
millennial.
okay. I think...
So everyone younger than me is not a millennial.
Yeah, they're getting on my nerves just because they're like, oh, you don't know who you've awakened. You don't know who this is. And I'm like, bitch, he's had albums out. They can all Google them. Like, Piper and I, like, my 13-year-old daughter listens to this. I know she listens to this. So whenever a song is on, I feel like since Eminem is a lyrical genius, we need to talk about what he's talking about, because she doesn't know from a track that's from 2000 where he's referencing all the things going on in 2000.
Yeah.
She needs to know what all of these cultural references are. So I will talk about these to her. So if you're a good freaking millennial or Gen Z parent, you've already introduced your child to Eminem.
Yeah.
Why the frick are you sitting there saying, oh, you don't know what you've unleashed? Shut up. And this is the tamest Slim Shady I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, the tamest. So that's...
I think that it's less about Eminem and just like more of the culture of trying to like gatekeep things and being like, well, you don't understand, and like you can't possibly understand, you know. It's like the culture of like, oh, that just belongs to us. And like, you know, it's like the older generations. No one fake works like we do. You know, it's like,
But like, Piper and I've had the conversation. Like, a song was playing, and I was like, Piper, do you understand what he's saying whenever he says, since Prince turned himself into a symbol? And she's like, no, I have no clue what that is. And I was like, okay, well, Prince, because he got mad at his record label, turned himself into a symbol. He was no longer Prince. He was a symbol for a very long time. That's what he's talking about. You need to have the context behind, and like, the man is like, he is the male Taylor Swift. Like, he is a lyrical genius. He knows what he's like. There's so much there, and he speeds past it so quick. You have to like pull it apart and know what he's saying. And I'm just like, what are you people doing? Like, it just gets on my nerves.
Gatekeeping.
Yeah, it's just the desire to
It's ours,
gatekeep
you can't
and,
have
like,
it.
Yeah.
Yes,
You don't
and
understand.
like,
it's weird.
that has been all that has been on my TikTok for the past 3 days, and I'm like, y'all stop. This is the most annoying thing I've seen.
To me, that's just as annoying as people like hating on something that other people like for attention.
Yes.
Like, you're only hating on that
And
because
they're
you want people to pay attention to you. That makes no sense.
There will
it's
be-
the same thing.
There'll be TikToks about, oh, there's so many TikToks about people being mad about him talking about Megan Thee Stallion. I have not seen one.
Yeah.
I have not seen one.
Oh, well, that comes from the, like, well, everyone is asking what I've been doing with my hair. No one asked you.
No one
Literally
cares.
not a person.
Yes. Yes. Not one person.
But it's the same people. You're being like, you've seen all these TikToks. No one has.
No one
Literally
has.
No one has. You made it up before you started recording, which is fine. Like, get your
Yeah.
bag, honey. I respect it. But who believes it?
Exactly. So that's where I am.
Roast him, Nikki.
I am roasting TikTok millennials, and they're getting on my nerves. Even though I am a millennial, I'm the oldest version of it. They're getting on my nerves. So, anyway, cheers to Eminem.
Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah.